Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching the RWBY episode titled Players and Pieces, which is just one episode actually. It's not split up into two parts, so that's exciting. Um, Hi, I know it's been a bit of time, but well, if you've been with my channel for a while, you'll understand that 2 week breaks are kind of common sometimes because I die a lot. University is fun. Yeah, so let's just hop right into this. I've missed this opening. I wonder if I should make a cover of this. I do want to make song covers, um, but I'm not good at singing. But I do want to try my hand at like making music. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see. Maybe after I do my RWBY OST reaction, once the volume is over, and I'll pick out a song that I want to cover. I think that'd be fun.
I told you this was a terrible idea! We're fine!
Where the fuck are they?
Worrying! I am so far beyond worrying! In a good way, in a bad way, in a very bad way! Well, why don't we just jump? What are you, insane?
I think she jumped.
Oh, you insufferable little red!
Blake, did you hear that? What should we do?
Oh yeah, she was falling. Oh my god. And then John was getting flung. Oh, right.
What was that?
The timing.
Hey, Ruby.
Did your sister just fall from the sky?
I don't think we answered that yet. Oh.
Aw, it's broken.
Broken. The thing was a living creature.
Please, don't ever do that again.
Why not? Looks fun.
Ooh. I'm queen of the castle. I'm queen of the castle.
Nora!
Oh, she's so silly. I love it.
Coming, Ren.
Did that girl just ride in on an Ursa?
Let Yang finish. Ooh, nice. Didn't even need to look.
Kira!
She's just that good.
Whoa.
Ruby!
Yeah, she's not missing anything.
Yang! Nora!
Seru!
Did she just run all the way here with a Death Stalker on her tail?
Oh my gosh, she's so girly pop.
Can't take it anymore! Could everyone just chill out for 2 seconds before something crazy happens again?
2 seconds. Oh my god, this show.
Yang?
Oh, she looks so traumatized. Ah, that's a big bird.
Jump.
She's gonna fall.
She'll be fine.
She's falling.
No, don't do it.
Just dropping in.
Get it?
Oh, God.
What is this Looney Tunes logic?
My hero.
My back.
Great, the gang's all here. Now we could die together.
Not
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Yeah, in such a mood. Holy shit. What is going on with the dialogue and the comedy this episode? It's already banging. Yeah, I don't know what your plan there was, Ruby. How the fuck did you get so far away from the group? You were too fast. Ah, yes. Obligatory Incredibles reference here.
I'm trying! Ruby! You are so childish. Wise and dim-witted and hyperactive, and don't even get me started on your fighting style. And I suppose I can be a bit difficult But if we're going to do this, we're going to have to do this together. So if you quit trying to show off, I'll be nicer.
I'm not trying to show off. I want you to know I can do this.
You're fine. Normal knees.
Wait, the callback to episode 1? Nice. Well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that animation right there. Damn, why is having self-awareness is not on my bingo list?
Guys, that thing's circling back. What are we gonna do?
Look, there's no sense in dilly-dallying. Our objective is right in front of us.
Dilly-dally?
He's right. Our mission is to grab an artifact and make it back to the cliffs. There's no point in fighting these things.
Run and live. That is an idea I can get behind.
Huh. You'd expect a fight scene or something. I guess we're just running. You know what? That is a smart plan. I will concur.
Time we left.
Right. Let's go.
Aww.
What is it?
Nothing.
You contrast this to how RWBY was before this whole exam. She was like, man, I just want to let my scythe do the talking. I don't want to talk to people. And then now she's here concocting a plan with everybody. That's nice. Yeah, this is a big boy. I don't see not fighting it.
Well, that's great.
Thanks for your insight, Yang.
Oh man, run! Nora, distracted.
And they're getting pinned on both sides here, huh? Their grenade launcher? Holy shit, that is base.
Go, go!
Yeah, I don't think that Scorpion's coming through on the bridge. It's too narrow for it.
Man, we gotta get over there. They need help.
Let's do this.
No, more like they gotta get over here, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. Holy shit, it's a hammer!
Oh wait! No, no, no!
Oh man. Wait, Nora's kind of cool though. Aw shit. They do not have teamwork. Well, I mean, they do have teamwork. It's not that coordinated. Let's go.
It's tougher than it looks. Then let's hit it with everything we got.
That's a very Yang thing to say. Yeah, okay, we squatted up. Oh, you did not just hit me with the music. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh. Oh, this is happening right now. Wait, look at that. That was so cool. They were all climbing up the fucking crumbling building. That is sick. And what is this track?
I have a plan. Cover me!
We gotta move.
They're just gonna charge it. Okay, good move. Should we cut it off? I got one of those eyes. Oh, he's dead.
Pyrrha!
Done.
Damn, with the mind read?
Nora, nail it!
Heads up!
John called the shots here. With the break, the music as well. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. hold that pose. Hold that. Oh, fuck yeah! That is so badass. Nice! What's our plan? What was Ruby's plan? Was it off screen? I guess it was, if everyone knows what they're doing.
Of course you would come up with this idea.
Think you can make the shot?
Can I?
Can you?
Of course I can.
Oh, it's a slingshot! We Angry Birds up in this! Oh, fuck! Holy shit! That was so fucking sick! Well, so much for Run and Live. But I mean, we had this fight sequence! Oh man, that was something. Holy shit. Uh-huh.
Well, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
Russell Thrush, Arden Winchester, Dove Bronze.
Oh, should I make an animation breakdown, or does I feel like it speaks for itself.
From this day forward, you will work together as Team Cardinal.
Where the fuck were
Led
these
by
guys in that
Arden
fight?
Winchester.
Holy, what the fuck? We
John
could have
Hart,
gotten 4 more
Guy
people to
Red,
help us.
Kira Nikos, Nora Valkyrie. The four of you retrieve the white rook pieces. From this day forward, you will work
Okay, so
together
they are
as
paired based on
Team Juniper.
the pairs. Cool. Team Juniper.
By Sean Ark.
Huh? Led by?
Congratulations, young man.
Oh.
And finally, Blake Belladonna, Ruby Rose, Weiss Schnee, and Yang Xiao Long. The four of you retrieve the White Knight pieces. From this day forward, you
Oh
will
no,
work
they're
together
White
as
Knights.
Team Ruby. Led by Ruby Rose.
I'm so proud.
Why is just like, it should have been me?
Looks like things are
What?
shaping up to be an interesting year.
Team Ruby. That is a very smart way to name your show. Ruby. It's literally an acronym of all your main cast, but it also sounds phonetically like your main character. That is genius. Alright, this guy. Fuck. About time. Some nefarious schemes going on here. Devious deeds.
Open it.
Oh. Oh,
We're
it's a
gonna
map.
need more men.
City of Vale. Okay, beacons in it. Actually, this map is really useful. Oh shit, this song! Wait, this is banger. I love this. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess Torchwick managed to steal more dust. We intercepted him last time, but I guess, well, we're not doing it now because we're busy. We're in school, damn it. Okay. Well, this was an episode. All right. I'm gonna go take a short break, and then I'll come right back with the notes. All right. I'm gonna be honest. There's not really much for me to talk about in terms of this, because half the episode was a fight scene, and I can talk about the fight scene. I feel like I pointed a lot of things out during the reaction. If you want me to break it down, then do let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I'm just gonna point out some important things that did happen. Because yes, there outside of the fight scenes, there was little that happened, but um, the things that did happen were important. So I just want to point out the map that we got at the end. I just noted down some of the locations that they had there. Apparently, Vale has an agricultural district, a commercial district, a residential district, and an industrial district, which is interesting. Um, there's a place called Forever Fall. Obviously, Beacon was there. There's an island called Patch, and there's like an upper class area or something. And then just a bunch of cops, dumb cops. He doesn't like the cops, does he? Which makes sense, he do be a criminal. Um, I didn't change his description, criminal man robbing dust, because at the end of the day, he just robbed more dust. So it's like, nothing really changed here. That scene at the end just served as like telling us that, hey, no, he's still doing the crime stuff, and it's gonna be important for the finale probably, or future seasons, but most likely a finale because that's how it is. We're like halfway through the volume now, so that's usually how they go. Yeah. Other than that, yeah. So the main important like character thing that happened is between Ruby and Weiss, where I was so surprised that Weiss is actually self-aware of her own shortcomings. I guess that earlier, back, before everything escalated, when they were having that argument, she's very quick to temper, yes, right? Short temper. She's very proud of her ability. That pride and temper definitely does get in the way, but she is aware of it. It's just that she needs to be more level-headed. Like, okay, she's capable of a lot of level-headed things. She's smart, but once again, sometimes her vision gets clouded, her judgment gets clouded. So that's interesting. Okay, that's more depth to the character. I really like that. Right? She basically validated. 'Cause, yeah, Ruby is like, like I just wanna prove to you that I can do this. I'm not just a kid. Like, stop. I don't want to be treated like a kid. And then Weiss is basically like, no, you're fine. Like, honestly, you're fine. Right? Alice is tripping. Like, I don't actually have beef with your combat abilities. You're fine. And then she was like, hell yeah. And then we call back to the first episode where she doesn't want to be the bee's knees. She wanna have normal knees. And then she's like, normal knees. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good. It comes around full circle. She's finally accepted. I mean, I don't know about the wider cast, but at least with Weiss, because she is paired up with her for the rest of time here. Even though Ruby consists, like, the team Ruby consists of two pairs of people, I assume that even if the team itself splits up, the pairs will still be together. So, it's nice that they're repairing their relationship here. Like, um Weiss also admits that she's difficult sometimes. So I'm curious, like, where, what am I trying to say here? Like, usually with these kinds of characters, they're not aware of their own shortcomings. They're proud of their status and richness, and they're so deep into their whole ego about their skills that they don't see what they're doing wrong to other people. But the fact that Weiss does in fact have the self-awareness makes me think that mm, she's not too proud of these traits. Like, that doesn't excuse her entirely, because she defended the company back in, not the first episode, whichever episode that was, when we first meet her, the introduction. She was defending her own shady company that she was the heiress of. So I wrote this down here, like, can't admit fault, holding self to high standard. Like, this happened the last, like, that big argument that happened in the last episode, or last two episodes, something like that. This is directly in conflict with this, right? But back then, she actually did admit that she's not perfect. But she's like, "Oh, I'm not perfect, not yet, but I'm still like better than you or something." So, it's not that she can't admit that she's wrong sometimes, it's that she doesn't want to admit that she's wrong sometimes because of her high standard that she's holding to herself. She can't afford to be wrong. So, I think a lot of the ego, like bloated ego stuff, actually comes from the high standard that she's setting for herself. Maybe because she is the heiress, she's going to succeed, in inheriting the company. She has to be of a certain degree of expertise in a lot of things. So because of that, she stresses over trying to appear to be this sort of figure, this ideal self that she wants to be. But it's hard to admit sometimes that she's not there yet. It's very obvious she's not there yet. And her character flaw initially was that she can't admit this. And even if she did, she'd always have this condescension to her. She'd always, like even here, even after admitting that she's not perfect, she still had to cap it off with, "No, I'm still better than you, though." But here she's actually nicer, as she puts it, right? I don't. It's not real kindness, I don't think, but it's tolerance. Weiss at least has I actually do respect Weiss more for, because she clearly doesn't 100% approve of Ruby, but she allowed herself some room in her mind for Ruby to wiggle around in, rather than having this rigid sense of, "Oh my god, I'm trying to get somewhere really high, but I'm paired up with a partner who's like a bumbling idiot." I would rather have been paired with Pyrrha or something who's just really competent. But I'm stuck with this girl. And initially she pushed back against it, but here she's like, "You know what? You're right. We're not going to get anywhere if we keep doing like if we keep arguing like this." You know? She knows that by being difficult to each other, she isn't going to hit the goals that she wants to hit. So she's actually willing to tolerate people that she doesn't particularly like, and even offered to be nicer as long on a compromise that, "Hey, just don't show off or anything. Like, it gets on my nerves." Like, she actually communicates to Ruby, like, "You trying to show off irritates me. And that's part of the reason why I don't like you." And Ruby's trying to explain that, "No, I'm not trying to show off. I want you to validate my abilities." And then she's like, "Oh, I mean, if that's it, then yeah, no, you're fine." Like, she probably still thinks that she's better than Ruby in terms of combat, but you know, she realizes that if all Ruby wants is to be acknowledged, then she can acknowledge her. Because she's not saying Ruby's bad at what she does, it's just that she's better. But it takes a level of humility to just to be like this, to have to compromise and to tolerate people. So +2 for Weiss, honestly. Like, I'm liking Weiss a lot right now. She's definitely a very complicated character. One of my favorite things about characters sometimes is um like directly conflicting uh traits, right? Like in here, it's being self-aware that she's difficult, but also not being able to admit it. Or maybe, I was just watching a video essay on this just yesterday. If you watch Squid Game, the main character has the same dichotomy of really like of being very greedy in terms of gambling and being very bad with money, but also giving money to people whenever he can afford it. right? Even though he can't afford to give any of that away, he still does it every time he has money. He has access money. So I can't think of any other examples right now, but there are many characters, there are many good characters that have not contrasting, straight up conflicting traits with each other. But that's what humans really are, right? All of us have this kind of contradiction. We all have contradicting traits that if we were actually characters that are written in a story, a lot of readers might say, "Oh man, this character's contradicting itself." You know, like they're the writer doesn't know what they're doing. How could one person believe two different things at the same time? Some people like I'm thinking back to Doctor Who in Wild Blue Yonder specifically. If you've never watched Doctor Who, then that's fine. But there's a character who simultaneously believes that they are the shit and also that they are shit. You know, like that. And I'm sure you've met a lot of people like that before. Maybe you are someone like that who some days you feel like, man, I'm pathetic. I'm worthless. And then on some other days, you're like, wow, I'm on a roll. I'm the best. Humans can and do live with contradicting traits. And so when you do it well on a character, and I say do it well because you can do this very wrong, if you do it well in a character with this contradiction, it, I don't know, it adds so much depth to the character. It makes them more real, you know? It makes it more relatable in that sense. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Wise. John, I'd say, yeah, John was actually appointed leader for Team Juniper. Um, Ruby makes sense. Ruby is the main character, and she's got potential. Sure, like out of everyone in the group, Ruby displayed leadership, right? Like Wise, like look at the argument in the fourth. Like Wise was really stuck up, right? Osmond was watching them on his little surveillance thing. He probably knew that sure Weiss might be competent in certain ways, but I don't think she's good at a leadership position. She's going to be prone to abusing her team. Yang doesn't look like the type to lead anyone. She's perfectly fine to follow as long as there's like fun stuff happening. Blake is certainly not the kind of leader that the team needs either. She's very she keeps to herself a lot. The only other candidate is Ruby, and not even just by default. No, Ruby actively led the team. In the battle, and we even had that moment where Yang was just proud of Ruby for breaking out of her shell a bit. Like that was such a wholesome moment. I'm just in love with the development that we actually have this episode. Even though half the episode was a fight scene, there was actually development that happened. Like even John, who could barely do anything by himself, didn't even know what aura was. He was able to call shots, and putting aside the logistics of how his team would even be able to understand the very vague callouts that he does. It's the point is he has really good callouts. It's like you're playing an FPS game, maybe you're playing Valorant or something. You have a guy who's constantly bottom fragging, but despite that, his comms are awesome, right? Like he's probably gonna be one of the first to die if he's not careful, or he can't win a duel at all. But spectating, his callouts are amazing, right? Like that's what I'm seeing John turn out to be. Like I think that's what his character gonna be. Like it's not gonna be him being able to fight better, him having cool weapons or anything. No, it's about his brain. It's about his tactics. I'm not saying he's a genius strategist or something, but he has potential to be like that. And then that's why he was appointed leader instead of someone like Pyrrha. I don't think Ren or Nora could lead, honestly. But oh my god, speaking of them, specific, not really Ren. I mean Ren's fine. He didn't really do much this time. But I mean, he's just a nice foil to Nora. It just balances out. But Nora is such a delight. She's so silly. She's so girly pop. She has a grenade launcher that can turn into a hammer. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, on the list of characters I'm liking and excited to see more of is actually Nora and Weiss. These two are characters I really enjoy so far, and I'm just really excited to see where they go with them. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this episode. This was a fantastic episode. We haven't had a proper fight scene in a very long time, so having this just the banger track, it's so nice. It's so nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please do comment down below. As per usual, I love reading your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.